Denver, Colorado is a city unlike any other. Nestled among the majestic Rocky Mountains a mile above sea level, it's one of the most scenic big cities you'll find. It's become a town of legendary quarterbacks, with GM John Elway recently passing the torch to another legend in Peyton Manning. At the high school level, the son of another NFL player is hoping that someday he'll be in the NFL making a name for himself. Luke Del Rio is quietly putting on some impressive numbers at Valor Christian in the suburbs of Highland Ranch, Colorado. Those numbers include 12 touchdowns and just over 1,000 yards passing. He's considered one of the top quarterbacks in the country, and earlier this season gave a verbal commitment to Oklahoma State. His father, Jack, was hired as the defensive coordinator for the Broncos after 9 seasons as the head coach in Jacksonville. He wasn't sure if his son would be willing to leave school in the middle of a junior year in high school, but was pleasantly surprised to have his son's full support.
You know, I wouldn't have taken the job. I asked him before I took the job, I said, now, do you want me to stay here? He said, no, I want you to take a job that you like, and I'm coming with you. I said, wow, okay, you're willing to do that? He goes, yeah. So I said, all right. I took the job on a Friday. I got the job. On Saturday, I flew back, told him, okay, we're leaving tomorrow. Pack.
Going from Florida where it's hot and humid to Colorado where it's, dry and hot and cold and snowing, and the weather changes daily. It's been tough, but I think I've acclimated well.
That type of maturation comes from growing up around the game.
He's watched the do's and don'ts of the business. I think, when you get a coach's son, in most cases you're going to get a kid that has work ethic, that has an understanding of the game of football, that he's watched his dad sacrifice, so he understands the sacrifice he's going to have to make. And it's really hard to be good in this business if you don't sacrifice. He's been around ball his life, and so I think it's in his blood. I think it's part of who he is, and I think he's really taken a liking to it, obviously.
Of course, being the son of an NFL coach gives Luke access to the game at its highest level, and something that he's taken full advantage of since the arrival of Peyton Manning. Peyton, of course, is just paying his good fortune forward. As the son of former NFL quarterback Archie Manning, he was afforded the privilege of attending NFL practices as a youngster himself.
It's a rare opportunity. You got a guy like Peyton Manning who has said, hey, Luke, on his own, Peyton did this, said, it wasn't my deal. I had no idea. He said, hey, Luke, I want you to be a part of this. Back in New Orleans, I was allowed to be around, and I was allowed to go out on the practice field and be in quarterback meetings. And I want to do that for you. I want you to come and join us. And so Luke has been able to take advantage of that in meetings with Peyton Manning. Heck, I want to go in there. This is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And the things that you might be able to gain from him, the knowledge that you may be able to gain from him, very, very cool.
Especially because I can be in the training camp, be in the meetings, be with Peyton, talk to him one-on-one. I get to pick his brain a little bit, and it's special. I'm truly blessed.
While Jack was a standout linebacker at USC, Luke is blazing a trail of his own as a quarterback and excited about the opportunity to attend Oklahoma State.
To go to OSU, it's going to be awesome. Mr. Boone Pickens, he's built one of the finest facilities I've ever seen in my life. That includes NFL and college. Obviously, the quarterback situation, a lot of people think it's, a bad one, but, I love it. I love the competition. West Lunt, I hope he does well, but I'm going to push him. I'm going to push him every day. I'm going to try and win that starting job. If they redshirt me, they redshirt me. I hope for the best. But, it's a great program, and I'm just blessed to be able to play D1 football. A lot of people take that for granted.
Though he's got a full schedule as an NFL coach, Jack Del Rio is happy to be a father on Friday nights.
First and foremost, I'm his dad. When I'm in the stands, I'm more nervous for his events, for his ball games, than anything I've ever done myself. So there's just something about watching your boy, and I share it with other dads in the stands.
The coach's son tag that especially quarterbacks get because they want a cerebral guy. I understand it. It definitely helps, but I appreciate the tag because it helps with recruiting, but I don't want to be just known as this guy's son.
As he continues to progress, he's quickly making a name for himself, one that both he and his famous dad are proud of.